enthusiasts, and welcome to Scaled Affairs, the show where I take a closer look on anime figures of all sorts. So sit back and relax while I'll show you what's maybe worth adding to your collection. Today's figure is my first pop-up parade figure on the show, Yuna from Kuma 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 Bear. For a figure in the low price segment, Good Smile Company gave Yuna a really nice packaging. I'm generally a fan of those fully translucent plastic boxes, but I also like the simple design here. Since apparently they use this box as a template for all their pops, they put actual effort into it. The name tag on the front looks a bit empty, but I guess they also want to be prepared for some characters with extra long and complicated names. The plastic blister inside the box also feels nice and tidy. If I had to unbox this with a blindfold on, I would have never known that I'm basically opening a prize figure. They even covered her arms in foils and the whole body was in some sort of a big plastic pouch. Mounting a toy like this is as simple as it can be, and I don't know if other Pop Parade figures have a similar sized foot peg, but Yuna had a really big one since her kigurumi provides a lot of surface area. Therefore the figure has a firm stand and nothing wobbles around. The base design is also universal across the brand, but unlike Nando's, sometimes they add a little color to the platform, I guess in order to match the tone of the character. I do like the hexagonal shape and this little step on the edge, but in my opinion they could have made it a bit lower so that it won't dominate as much. Also, if you collect multiple pop-up figures, I guess a colorless base for all of them would have looked nicer on a shelf. Before I go into more detail about her, let's take a quick overview. On the right side, I've compiled some of this figure's key specs. Like I said, little Yuna here is my first pop-up parade figure, and I know I'm a little late to the party, but I guess at some point it was inevitable that I own one of these. The brand first came to life in 2019 as Good Smile's level of entry-level figures in the competitive prize figure market, but at this point the lineup is now over 100 characters and growing fast. Marketed as affordable figures in a relative scale somewhere between 1 to 8 and 1 to 10, the main selling point here is the overall good level of craftsmanship on those models. In general, the quality of prize figures became better and better over the past years, and Good Smile here is no exception. In fact, they may even can use some synergy effects from their knowledge as a scaled figure manufacturer. But how good are their homebrewed prize figures really? Well, let's find out. As you might see, the overall appearance of Yuna looks great, and parts that can be rough on other prize toys like hair and small details do have a very clean mold. Due to her lack of overall details, she might not be the best figure to judge this entire lineup's quality, but because of the monochrome surface areas of the kigurumi, you might also notice that the paint job here is in fact only average. It's not terrible, but you can clearly see a lot of micro scratches on the black parts. Also, there was a black stain on the white fur in the front that I was able to remove with some soft rubber and water. And if you look extra closely, you might already spot the tiny blue line on the side and maybe also the sloppy paint job on the hair ribbons. The highlight of this figure is without a doubt her face and the whole hoodie around it. The eyes are very vibrant and have a great expression, and of course a lot of this figure's details are focused into this area. Also, I like the teardrop shape of her. I know this is not how a normal kigurumi would drape, and from the waist down it reminds more of a stuffed mascot suit rather than a cozy couch outfit. One extra point of goodwill to GSC for printing the pink panda track not only to her left feet but also to the one that is resting on the base. You can't see it, but you will know that it's there. All in all, this is a very cute figure from a series that hasn't received much figure love yet. There is also a completely white alternative version of her where she has another facial expression as well, and even if I appreciate that they really mixed it up a bit rather than only let her wink like other brands do, the white version does look a bit boring in my opinion. If you run your collection on a small budget, you apparently can't go wrong with this line of figures. Yuna here has a base price of only 3,500 yen, that roughly translates to 40 bucks when I would buy her at a local retailer. Not a bad deal if you ask me. Next time it's a premiere again when I'm reviewing my first Gunpla built anime figure. Characters still undetermined, I have to see what's on the shelf, but I'm sure it will be a ton of fun to build and to review. So I guess this wraps it up for today. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I will see you again in the future for another episode of Scaled Affairs. Until then, take care, keep collecting and sacrifice your wallet, kun!